Hi everybody, welcome to current events. We're going to start out with the Driftless Journal from Tuesday, March 2nd. Let's see. Say hi to the science guy. Waukon native grows STEM skills in Iowa classrooms. From the table, but in a classroom setting. That's the idea behind the Wartburg College Ioponics program, spearheaded by Waukon native and Wartburg Associate Professor of Science Education Dr. Michael Betchel. Betchel and a team of Wartburg students have spent years crafting a classroom aquaponics curriculum for children in kindergarten through high school. Thanks to a grant from the Iowa Governor's STEM Advisory Council's STEM Scale Up program, educators can apply to have an ioponics system set up in their classroom. And this is what I'm wondering. What is ioponics? Aquaponics is a combination of raising fish, aquaculture, and growing plants outside of soil. Hydroponics, aha. It utilizes aerobic bacteria to transform fish waste into nutrients needed by plants. Sounds like a winning combination. The birth of ioponics, the classroom version of aquaponics, began in 2015 by Wartburg student Ryan Henkel, who was interested in creating a system to grow his own food while abroad. All right. So here are the students and staff posing with Governor Kim Reynolds back in the good old pre-COVID days where you didn't have to socially distance or wear a mask. All right. Moving on. Bookmarks for Burr Oak. Youth and entrepreneurs' creations benefit the Laura Museum. So this is Job Cronin. And he's been making bookmarks and selling them so that he could give a donation to the Laura Ingalls Wilder's Museum in Burr Oak. Hailing from Marcus, Iowa, the 9-year-old Job Cronin became famous in the area thanks to a birthday donation. He recently sent $400 with money he raised creating his own bookmarks. He did that because he read The Little House in the Big Wood books and started to want to do something to accelerate his reading skills. So he read all the books, and then he decided to do a fundraiser for the museum, even though he lives 4 hours away. That's pretty cool. Okay. There is a Pheasants Forever banquet on April 3rd. What is Pheasants Forever? I don't know. We'll have to find out. It doesn't say what Pheasants Forever is. It just says there's a fundraiser, so it must be for people who like pheasants. All right. National Eagle Center to host the annual SOAR Festival. The National Eagle Center is preparing its annual festival with the Eagles. Due to the pandemic, this year's festival will be virtual and is titled Soar Differently. All right, I think we would be interested in that. Festival attendees will be able to enjoy National Eagle Center programs from the comfort of home. Weekly social media programs are free to the public. Free programs will include weekly adventures in eaglet territory for kids and a look at the bald eagle and waterfowl activity on the Mississippi River. That's cool. All right. What else do we have in this here paper? Let's see. Well, it's Iowa History Month, and I didn't even know. So, as Iowa commemorates its 175th anniversary of statehood, what? That should get a little more press, you would think. The State Historical Society of Iowa is taking a deeper dive into the state's past during Iowa History Month beginning Monday, March 1st. That's cool. Lots of different things going on for that celebration. And there is a recipe for turkey and fire roasted corn stuffed poblanos with avocado lime cream. Sounds good and a little spicy. A whole bunch of ads and a whole bunch of ads. Crossword puzzle. We won't try to do that one today. Okay. And we are coming up on the end of that paper. Wasn't a whole lot to write home about in the Driftless Journal. Let's move on to the Meteor Decorah Public Opinion from Thursday, March 4th. On the cover, Nitty Gritty Dirt Band and Jordan Davis to headline the 2021 Winneshiek County Fair, which we hope will be a thing. Grandstand entertainment for the Winneshiek County Fair has been announced. Tuesday, July 13th, stock car races. Wednesday, July 14th, Rogue Rodeo. Thursday, July 15th, the tractor pull. Friday, the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band with opener Joe Stam. And Saturday, Jordan Davis with opener Gabby Barrett. All right. Rockwell Collins in Decorah is announcing an expansion of 6,500 feet at its Decorah facility. That's good. Let's see. The Decorah Police Department provides a recap of 2020 and states its goals. Here is David Smutzler, the police chief, and he says, among his goals for 2021, he is anxious to get back to community policing. This past year has been a challenge for everyone, and our department was no different. We went from being a community-oriented department to minimizing our contact with everyone. We had retirements from 3 individuals, Mark Heffern, Lisa Cruz, and Jim Frost, that constituted 55 years of experience. That's going to be tough to replace. But we also had an officer graduate at the top of his class from the academy. It's been a long time since that's happened in our department. That officer was Nicholas Yanoff. Other highlights for the year included moving the dispatch center away from the department's lobby to the emergency management quarters. This took several months of work, and I owe a big thanks to Sheriff Dan Marks and Emergency Management Director Sean Snyder for helping with this. It'll be a huge help as dispatchers can now concentrate on officer and 911 calls. All right. Good deal. Way to go, Decorah Police Department. First state appearance since 1987 for the South Winneshiek boys basketball team. Check it out. Way to go. All right. That's good news. Okay. There's a lot of new tenure at Luther College, but I don't think we'll read through all of that. The Decorah High School has advanced 53 performers to the state individual speech contest. That's awesome. New vaccine promises to boost vaccination rate. Let's see. The new vaccine available will be a game changer. Iowa is going to receive 25,000 doses of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, which will be called the Janssen. While the vaccine is currently earmarked for 17 counties with large manufacturing facilities, the extra doses will eventually help the state's overall vaccination rate. The Janssen vaccine only requires 1 shot in the arm as opposed to the 2 that we got here at Assahogan, the Pfizer one, or the Moderna one. Kristen Vandenbrink noted that shipments of the Moderna vaccines halted for a week by bad weather are again arriving to the county, and we'll be getting 300 doses a week through mid-March. That's good. Hopefully everyone can get vaccinated quickly. All right. Okay. Let's see. Decorah Congregation to offer Lenten music series. Let's find out about that. A virtual Lenten music series featuring a variety of music begins Wednesday, March 10th, followed by performances on the 17th and 24th on Good Shepherd's Lutheran Church's YouTube channel. And they're going to premiere at 12:15 p.m. and last about 30 minutes. So maybe we should watch those. I think that would be great. Here are the musicians participating. So I think we should watch those. And we will make every attempt to do so. We've got an article on Worry, Trust, and God by Chris Kelly. And she is from the Decorah Friends Meeting Group, which is kind of a weird name, but we'll read it. Okay. She says, "The day I was asked to write this column, I decided to write about worry, or rather, not worrying, but trusting God. I started reviewing the many Bible verses such as, 'Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God,' or 'Cast all your anxieties on him because he cares for you.' There are dozens, all comforting. I recently read online, not once does the Bible say worry about it, stress over it, or figure it out, but over and over it says to trust God. That day when I started to write about worry, I messaged my son, who's in Afghanistan with a contracting company and due to come home in just 1 week. That very same day, I read a New York Times article about the Taliban moving in one more territory and the increasing uncertainty and danger, and new questions about the troop drawdown. I am sorry to say that my immediate reaction was not trust in God. It was total fear and panic. My son has been deployed 3 times before, but I never got used to it. One time, the dining tent on his base had been hit, and I agonized for several hours before I knew he was okay. Not many things cause me more worry than a parent with a child of any age in a war zone. So I had just begun writing an article about not worrying but trusting. Easy words to say, but how to really do it when the going gets tough and panic sets in. We have so many anxious times. Waiting for a lab test, losing a job, fear you or your family member may be hospitalized with COVID-19. The fear is more than real because we know that sometimes the worst does happen. Sometimes the words trust God get translated to it will all come out how I want it to. But trusting God doesn't mean everything will go your way. The test results were not good. You don't get the job you want. Despite all your prayers, your mother dies of cancer. So what good is trust? What is it we're trusting God to do? What I can say after my week of worrying is to trust that God will always be a loving presence in your life, to be with you through good times and also in the worst. Trust God to be a source of strength when your own is wearing down. Trust God to bring you other faithful people to give you comfort. Though sometimes the answer to our prayers is not the answer we want, we are not alone. I am with you always to the end of age. God is with us, Emmanuel, when we are afraid, when we are grieving, or when we are so exhausted or discouraged we can't go on. Trust in God to be there with us. All of the above was written before I knew the outcome of the situation with my son. He arrived home safely 1 week later. Well, that's good. I'm glad her son made it home in one piece. But good advice. Let's see, the Decorah Community School District has restructured its debt. Savings to taxpayers estimated at $700,000. Well, that's good news. We don't want to waste our money. All right. What else? St. Benedict students Advance to State National Historic Day Contest. 17 St. Benedict 6th through 8th grade students will advance to the virtual Iowa contest of the annual National History Day competition in April. The 11 projects advancing focused on the 2021 theme of Communication in History, the Key to Understanding. Projects advancing are about air traffic control, Navajo code talkers, language, the key to victory, fireside chats, messages of hope, performances, communicating the truth of insane asylums, the key to communicating through the Underground Railroad, how media influenced the Vietnam War, Susan B. Anthony and Elizabeth Cady Stanton, communication and history, communicating fear and paranoia. There's all kinds of topics. Look at these kids. Way to go, St. Ben's. You never disappoint in these contests. It is true. All right. And this features us, kind of. Do you remember when the kids came last week to make snowmen? No, we're in the paper. There they are. Excuse me. Building snowmen for us. Good thing they came last week. Because there's not going to be much snow left tomorrow. Let's see. Let's see. There's no echoes of the past for either paper. Is that possible? Did I miss it? I've never had two papers with no echoes of the past. What? Maybe that person is on vacation. It just doesn't seem right without echoes of the past, but I guess that's where we're going to have to leave it off, because that's all the news that was fit to print. So we'll see you again next week. Same time, same station. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you.